Collective, welcome back. Divine Essence Tarot. So we're going to take a look at the collective. No sign in particular. If it fits, if it resonates, let it fit. And for those who doesn't, let it fly. Okay? You know if it makes sense for your situation. Now, let's take a look. Spirit guides, angels, divine ancestors. Let's see what your person is not saying and what they would want to say if they had the balls. Let's see. With the oracle cards, we need to let each other go. We need to let each other go. Tell me more, Spirit. I know I was a distraction from your pain. I know I was a distraction from your pain. Tell me more, Spirit. You were the best thing in my life. The best thing. So this is someone who clearly you're not in contact with right now. You guys have went your separate ways, or you're at the brink of doing that because you guys just cannot see eye to eye. This is somebody who you bump heads with repeatedly. This person is saying that they know that you know that you guys need to walk away from this. We need to let each other go. You know, they're tired too. They're tired, just like you, of fighting, of going back and forth, of bumping heads, of the chaos, the drama, all of it. I know I was a distraction from your pain. So when you met this person, you very well, collective, could have been going through something that had nothing to do with them. And you explained, the situation to them. You let them know what this was that you were in the midst of when you guys first met. And I feel like they were somebody who you trusted with your feelings. So you really poured it all out onto them and, explained to them. You broke it down, what you had just been through. It could have been a past relationship that ended bad. It could have been family situations. It could have been a money situation, whatever it was. And you were hurting when you met them. So they're saying that they know that you basically leaned on them as a distraction, because you needed that at that time. You were the best thing in my life, but this person looks at you as everything. Okay? The love that they have for you is like, I can't even come up with the words, honestly. This person loves you, and I feel like you really did make a mark in their life. You're someone who they will never, ever forget. You definitely stood out from everyone else that they ever dealt with. Okay, so something about you was different. Bottom of the deck, we have, I wonder if you are happy without me. So I feel some of you have already walked away from this connection. Some of you are on the brink of this, right? But for the ones who have already walked away, they're wondering if you feel like you're better off being away from them. Because they don't know, because you're not talking. You're not letting them know anything. I feel like you're staying quiet. All right, now let's take a look at the tarot, guys. And let's see. I want you guys to comment and let me know how this resonates. And let me know in what way it resonates. I love to hear it, the feedback, okay? Also, don't forget to tell me your sign, too. And your person's sign. All right? Spirit, show me more when it comes to this connection for my collective. Okay, let's see what we got, guys. How does the collective's person look at them? How do they see you? How do they see you? The sun. Again, just like we just said in the oracles, they look at you as someone who made them extremely happy. The sun energy is happiness, joy, warmth. They felt comfortable. You felt like a warm blanket to them. So you brought them a sense of security, peace, love. And I'm getting that you also brought like this, you see, it's a child on a horse. And the child for me is given like, you brought this exuberance to their life. You brought like a childlike innocence. And you know how children are very excited. So you brought excitement into their life. And with the sunflowers, they looked at you as and they still see you as someone who is about growth, and no matter if you guys are going to be together or not, they feel that you will always succeed in anything that you touch because you push yourself. You have the power to push yourself. The sun is very powerful, right? They also knew you were honest, very honest. You can't hide anything in the sunlight or the moonlight, right? I don't care if you try to or not. It's going to illuminate whatever it needs to illuminate. So you were someone who was transparent with them, honest. They trusted you. And being she's on a little white horse here, the white represents for me spirituality. So they could look at you as a spiritual, they could have even looked at you as a mentor spiritually, or someone who they could receive some type of guidance from. Okay, I'm getting a very tranquil energy that you gave off to them. Wow. Tell me more, Spirit, about the sun. 6 of Wands. It came reversed, so I'll show you in the upright. All right. Of how they see you, they used to see you as someone who they could have a victory with. This was going to work out. They saw it as something that was definitely going to, you guys were going to be together, ride off into the sunset. This came reversed, so they see you as not wanting this anymore. You're someone who could wear your hair natural. You could like Bantu knots. You could like to wear your hair just in natural styles. Your favorite article of clothing could be like ripped jeans, and you see how she's dressed, so I'm just getting that. But your first initial could be V. That's for some of you, but because she has V earrings on, V earrings. But I'm getting that they're seeing you as someone who's basically removed yourself from even the possibility of this working out. They don't know how they can get things back on track, is what I just heard. Now, let's take a look at who your person is. Who is this person that the collective was connected to? Spirit, please show me. The Ace of Wands. And you viewed this person as a new beginning. They could have been, with the Wands, they could have been a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. But you looked at them. Aces are new beginnings, fresh starts. You saw this person as someone who you could have a whole fresh start over when it comes to love. A new love experience. Because you've been through a lot. I can see that. I can see you've been through a lot when it comes to relationships. Very rocky experiences in love. Seems like every connection that you have been in has been a disaster. It has not worked out. And it ended bad. Like a lot of your relationships, they end bad. But you met this person and you thought, wow, maybe God gifted me this person. You see how there's a hand coming out of a cloud. And this person, you felt a lot of, they came with a lot of sexual energy, I have to say. They could have had some bomb sex, okay? Because the wands represent the male genitalia. But yeah, passion. The passion could have been explosive and like no other. And this person, they came in with the drive and ambition, like they were ready to do this. So you thought that you had something here. Tell me more about the Ace of Wands, Spirit. Page of Pentacles. But later on, you felt like this person could have been childish, no matter how old they are. Pages are really the babies of the tarot. So this person, they could have been in school when you met them. Pages are also students as well. But this person only came in with one pentacle, honey. One. There's 10. There's 10 that you can get. 10 in tarot. 10 is the most. So this person only came with one pentacle towards you. So they did not give enough for you. You needed more is the thing. That was the issue here. This person just couldn't measure up when it comes to your needs. Maybe they didn't have a job, or they had a job that paid very little, so you guys couldn't go out like you wanted to. This person didn't splurge on you the way that you deserve to be splurged on. All right. What's the advice from my collective? 3 of Swords. This person here, I see that this connection, they could have had a third party. You could have found out about it. That could have been part of the problem, and it caused devastation. They broke your heart. This was a betrayal. And being there's 3 swords, this person could also have air in their chart, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But the advice from Spirit is to know that this person is a heartbreaker and to not forget what they put you through. All right. If you're thinking about giving them a second chance, remember this.